Hi everyone, it's Margaret here with 60andMe. I want to talk today about flowers. In the middle of a winter where everything is white and the trees are just pushing to start new buds, I love to talk about flowers because it's one of the things I love in the spring is just the color that is abundant. But did you know that there's a a flower associated with every month? And I was going to list these out for you, see whether they resonate with you, whether these flowers are your favorites if you were born in the month that they are associated with, and just get your feedback on flowers. What's your favorite? What are the colors that inspire you? But for January, it's the carnation. Now, I like carnations. They come in so many beautiful colors, and they're really affordable normally, but they actually symbolize love and admiration. And white carnations are purity and good luck. So white carnations are definitely a January, starting the new year, hopeful with love and admiration. That's January. Now, February, you'd expect it to be something red, but it's not. It's a violet. Now, the violet is, I don't actually know if I know what a violet looks like. I think it's a tiny flower, purple. And it says, apparently it was used in ancient times for its healing properties. And you'll find a lot with plants that is the case, that they were revered because they had, in the opinion of the people that were using them, special powers. So violets symbolize faithfulness and loyalty. I'm reading my notes here because I can't remember all this, but it's so fascinating. And they make herbal remedies with violet. So if you are a February baby, that is your flower, violet. March. Now, March is typical, what you'd expect. It's a daffodil. It's the yellow. It's that first really bright color that you see when the flowers start appearing in March. Daffodils. I'm already seeing the bulbs that people are growing and they're starting to pop out. Snowdrops are first, but then daffodils. They're often associated with rebirth and new beginnings. That would make sense. And they're one of the first flowers to bloom in the spring. And I think that's what makes them so special. So if you're a March baby, that's your flower, daffodil. April. Now, I wasn't born in April, but the flower for April is one of my favorite flowers. It's the daisy. It's so simple. It's such a beautiful, simple, elegant flower, in my opinion. Symbolizes innocence and purity, and they're known for their simple and cheerful appearance. And they've been used in various cultures too, in ceremonies and celebrations of new beginnings. So I like the white daisies, but I know there's all kinds of pink and purple and all kinds of other colors now. But is daisy one of your favorites? I just love daisies. I've got a really good story actually. When I was in my 20s, I had two different guys that were trying to get my attention, and one of them was a teacher actually, and he was really educated and beautiful guy, really nice man. And he sent me a big bunch of roses, and they were red. But anywho, I like roses, but the other person, who was much more a musician, a little bit more creative and just maybe more my type, sent me daisies. So for that moment, I chose the daisies, but that wasn't the person I ended up with. But, I was attracted to that person more because they gave me daisies, which are like just my favorite flower. How did they know that? May is the lily of the valley. Now, that's a really interesting, it's a very fragrant flower, and it's got like this little bell-shaped flowers, and it's associated with humility and happiness, and it's used in bridal bouquets for the scent, I guess, more than anything. But if you're May, flower is lily of the valley. Okay, what's June? Rose. It's a rose. Roses are gorgeous. I mean, I'm not saying I didn't like this person because they sent me red roses, because roses are gorgeous. And they come in so many miniatures and big roses, and there's so much, development of the different roses, that they're all different shapes and colors and mutated and shade, like gradient colors. Really beautiful. So roses are the color for June. They symbolize love and passion. Different colors, of course, represent different aspects of love. So white, for example, white roses are purity and innocence again. But flowers they are a gifting thing, aren't they? They're just something that you want to give to someone. It's just a comment about how you feel about them. And roses are a really beautiful flower, and that's the month of June. July. Now, I honestly don't know this flower at all. If you put me with a bunch of flowers and said, choose the larkspur, I wouldn't have any idea what a larkspur looks like. But they're used in floral arrangements. They come in a variety of colors. They've got like tall, spiky blooms. And I guess they're very substantive, but that's the one for July. And they represent an open heart and strong attachment. I don't know who wrote these. I looked on several different places to get this all together, but I find them interesting how is it strength and attachment? But maybe it's just the summer colors are so vibrant and strong, and they're so determined and so they're present. August are flowers that have a special meaning for me because they're gladiolas. Now, gladiolas are a very British flower. Now, you probably can get them other places, but I remember in my garden as a little girl, we had gladiolas. And I think they were yellow, but they were different colors, and they were so big and strong. And it's funny, when you're a child, you don't see the proportion of size, but they were huge to me. And they came up to my, to my neck. I mean, they were long stalks and very, very beautiful. But I mean, of course, they're just a gorgeous garden flower in a traditional English garden. Gladiolas is derived from the Latin word gladius, which means sword. And I guess that relates to the shape of the leaves. Gladiolas, that's in July. Did I say July? August. No, that's August. July was larkspur. September is aster. Now, this is a flower that symbolizes love and patience, and associated with enchantment. And they've got special powers to bring good luck and positive energy. Just what we need. Aster. That's September, starting of the autumn season. I think they're quite vibrant colors as well, asters. They're kind of like carnations, I think. But anyway, they're beautiful, and they are the flower for the month of September. October, this is a sweet flower. It's the marigold. The marigold is the flower for October, and it's associated with celebrations and festivals. So in October, you've got the autumn celebrations, and that's where I guess these little marigolds actually appear. They're protective qualities. They actually, I think, are edible. Is that true? Have I got that right? I think that marigolds are edible, so people put them into salads, and they're really, really cool. And I think there's quite a few plants that are edible, but always check before you start eating them. I'm not sure, to be honest. But so my birth month is November, and my flower is chrysanthemum. Now, they represent joy, longevity, and fidelity. That's kind of what the experts say it represents, the flower chrysanthemum. It's a mum. It's a symbol of immortality, and it's used to honor ancestors during festivals. This is in other countries of the world, but they're very significant in aging, and so maybe that's our 60 flower, should be chrysanthemum. But that's the beauty of the month of November. December, can anyone guess? I'll wait. Poinsettia, of course. Poinsettia is the flower that's associated with Christmas and with the holidays. And I actually was surprised this year that there's white, pink, light pink, dark pink, red, maroon. I mean, the poinsettias have been bred to sort of manifest in all different kinds of colors and variations and shades. But I think there is something very beautiful about poinsettias. And I actually bought a couple as gifts this year, just little ones just to hand to people because they're so sweet. They're native to Mexico, it says. And they're named after, I didn't know this actually, they're named after Joel Poinsett, who was the U.S. ambassador who introduced them to the United States. Well, that's interesting. They're native to Mexico. I don't know whether that's something anybody knew. Anyway, so that's poinsettias. So these birth month flowers have been actually associated with these months for years. But if you are in those months, was this the right flower for you? And if not, what is your favorite flower? Let's have a conversation. I know this is totally trivial. It's not anything to do with aging or 60andMe or anything other than just to have fun with it. And I like to do these videos now and again because, it's just how we adorn ourselves, how we celebrate our celebrations and holidays and the gifts that we give. It's kind of interesting to have a bit of background on where they came from and how those associations developed. Anywho, love to know what your favorite flower is. Please tell me. If you like this video, do me a huge favor and like it, even if you aren't subscribed. If you aren't subscribed to 60andMe YouTube channel, would you do that for me? We are at 241,000 now. And I want to get to 250,000 by the end of this year. It's a silly goal, but I just like a nice round number. 250,000 women all around the world. Doesn't that sound cool? Well, anyway, if you haven't subscribed to the channel, if you can do that, that would be awesome. And also consider joining our Patreon group. It's a supporters group. We do live shows. We have people are getting together in real life, making friends. It's a small group and with a private Facebook group. So if you're interested in having a bit more intimate relationship with me and others, this is the Patreon group is the place to go. $3 a month. Thank you for that. Appreciate it. Okay, everybody, have a fabulous day wherever you are. Enjoy your day, enjoy your week, enjoy your flowers, and know that you are loved. Take care.